You just got weaseled. We are building a weasel army, all right? Jimmy Lee was a dentist in New Jersey. He made off-color jokes to his patients while they were getting dental work done, and he had a weird documentary made about him. Ethan discovered him and started using him for content in the same way that he uses the rest of his whack pack, right? You know, he pretends to be nice to the person, but he's really just kind of exploiting them and making fun of them. So Jimmy Lee, same deal with that. Jimmy Lee, you know, likes he's an older guy. He likes the old-timey humor. He, you know, doesn't see what's wrong with like a racist joke or a sexist joke or whatever. And he tells lots of those. And the kind of the humor of watching Jimmy Lee, it's not that his jokes are funny. It's always that it's funny that he thinks it's funny. And it's funny that he doesn't seem to realize like what's wrong with the racist, sexist, whatever shit that he's saying, right? So that's essentially the humor. Ethan kept on bringing him on as a lolcow, basically, as, you know, somebody to point and laugh at. And this was all well and good until reports started coming back that Jimmy was being inappropriate behind the scenes with some of the, you know, people on set. And at that point, or maybe a little bit after that point, because it does seem like there was some reticence on Ethan's part to actually, you know, accept, to actually believe the victims, right? But after Jimmy Lee both crossed boundaries with people and kept pushing it, right? This is the guy that says, don't push it, don't push, don't push, but he pushed. He pushed by breaking into their studio to be like, what? Yeah, I don't know, to be like, why won't you have me on, kind of, like, right? Which, you know, is another boundary that he crossed, like literal, I don't know, breaking into the studio. I think he more like snuck into the studio. I think it's another situation where like somebody opened the door and he came in afterwards. I don't think he was actually breaking or entering or anything like that. But, you know, he sneaks into the studio uninvited. You know, Dan or somebody sees him on the security camera and it's like, yeah, he's in the bathroom. Do you want me to bring him down here? And Ethan does, and he brings him on to confront him about the allegations against him. So this was the first time that Jimmy Lee being brought on for content was a wholly negative thing for him. Was him getting exposed as, you know, as a creep, basically. And, you know, I don't think he realized that was going to happen. But yeah, you know, after he tried to ignore the allegations when Ethan brought them up, and you know, finally when he broke in, Ethan was like, all right, we're going to do this on stream. So with that, chat, I feel like I have adequately described the situation. Let me hand it over now to Ethan and Ela.
Let him in.
Oh my god, he texted me the same thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Jimmy might be here.
This is so scary.
Well, we've been avoiding him for a reason. If he wants to come in and talk about
If he wants to come in and get aired the fuck out for being a piece of shit,
Basically.
he's welcome to step in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look. It's outside.
He did this.
I'll go.
He goofed on us last time about it.
Make sure your wife's watching, Jimmy.
Oh
Wait,
God,
what is
yeah.
happening?
Yeah, so for the record, people complained about Jimmy to the crew. Ethan, you know, when he talked to Jimmy on the phone, said, hey, you want to explain to me what this is about? You know, what's going on here? And every single time Jimmy was like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. And he tried to change the subject. He just tried to ignore the fact that Ethan was like, I've got people telling me that you are being inappropriate. And the whole time Jimmy's just like, I wasn't being inappropriate. I have no idea what they're talking about. Anyway, on my next appearance in the show.
Yo, it's me. We're at the studio.
God, I almost feel like, yeah, Pink's Hot Dogs is Jimmy Lee's sponsor. When Ethan would bring him on, the funny thing about Jimmy Lee is that I guess he got paid some money or something, or he had some deal with Pink's Hot Dogs, right? It's just a hot dog place in LA. And he would always try to pivot towards talking about Pink's hot dog, like just like low key drop an ad, right? It's like if I come on somebody else's stream and like I don't know, I'm just like imagining like going on Leftist Mafia and like talking about their subject matter, but then pivoting and changing the subjects to by the way, Pink's Hot Dogs has got a really good special going on right now. They got all kinds of dogs that you can get, and right now if you go down there, you can get 2 hot dogs for the price of 1, which is a really good deal. I think the Leftist Mafia fans will really enjoy Pink's Hot Dogs. Right? I would never be back on Leftist Mafia. I would never, if I just started doing wild like ad reads as a guest, right? It's rude. It's rude to do. But Jimmy Lee just doesn't have any sense of, he either doesn't know or he doesn't care what is considered.
Fucking psycho dentist in our. Who let him in? Jimmy, come here. What's wrong with you? That's clear. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Poppin'. The dogs are barking at you.
Yo, doggy.
All right. First of all,
I'm not gonna
Hey
stop them.
guys.
yeah, I'm not gonna let them stop. That's why they're here. Attack intruders. Jimmy, how did you get in?
How
don't
did I
want
get
shit.
in? I parked outside, and I rang the bell, and somebody let me in.
They just opened the gate.
Gate opened, and the guy
isn't the
came
front door
out,
have
and
a key too?
He I said I'm here to see you, and he opened the door for me.
Was it Jeremiah?
He probably thinks he's invited.
Oh fuck. I guess Jeremiah's probably seen him before.
Yeah, so it's not that. Yeah.
How you guys
So
doing?
what do you think? You just coming here?
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay.
So let me give you. Okay, let me tell you something. First of all,
What's up?
all right.
So yeah, let's just take in for a second Jimmy Lee's look. All
You
right,
think you just coming here?
that's that's definitely a look.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay.
So let me give you. Okay, let me tell you something. First of all,
What's up?
all right. Since you showed up here, if you want to stay on the show, what we have to talk is basically, I'm gonna air you the fuck out.
For
You know what for?
Mason?
Yeah.
I already texted you that last week.
Well, somebody's lying.
I told you, I text you everything because I knew it was bothering you.
He does look like a human South Park character. Yeah. Who is that? It's Jimmy Lee. This is like so if you've watched any H3, you might have noticed there's a series of reoccurring guests, right? And if you watch Gokunaru's video, the original Ethan Klein call out video, right, where basically Gokunaru's point was like, this guy's a bully, right? And he established a pattern. Goku established a pattern that we see going on today. The way that he treats Frogan and Denims, and anybody that he can trap in his copyright trap, right? He's a bully to them. But I'm trying to remember, there was an alcoholic guy that he used to do this to, like just kind of bring him on and be nice to his face, but like low keys, he's kind of making fun of the guy, right? And there's a lot of people, there's a lot of guests on the H3 show, reoccurring guests that are not on there because they're cool and doing something interesting, or they're like a big star and you want to have an interview with them. But this is a dentist from New Jersey who fancies himself a stand-up comic, who believes he was attempting to create a stand-up career for himself at, I don't know, age 60 or however old he is. Right after having like a full career as being a dentist, apparently a pretty good dentist at that. He's got stars in his eyes, and he wants to see if he can make it as a stand-up. And he caught the attention of Ethan Klein because he's unintentionally funny. The humor is never at the joke that he's making. It's never like, oh, he told a really good joke. Oh, those are really funny. The humor is always like laughing at him and not with him. And that's why Ethan loves this shit. Absolutely loves this kind of shit, right? This is Ethan's favorite thing to do. And, having him around apparently blew up in his face, because you're about to hear that there's some allegations against this guy. He's already crossed the line by coming into the H3 compound uninvited. Ethan is going to have a talk to him about some complaints that he's gotten, I think, from female staff members about Jimmy Lee's behavior, about him, crossing the line. So, Shoe Nice, thank you. That was who I was thinking of. Yeah. His last appearance on the pod during the Jeff Bachelor competition was heartbreaking. He called Ethan out as he did. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, Ethan deserves that. Ethan fucking deserves that. Right? Yeah, this is somebody, somebody that Ethan brought on, pretended to be nice to, and was just happy to get platformed by Ethan, but really he's making fun of this guy, and finally, yeah, I guess Rave is telling me that he called Ethan a user and abuser, which he very much is. But yeah, this guy's the dentist, the Jersey. He's a dentist. He wants to be a comedian. He calls himself the Jersey Outlaw. His comedy is just racism. That's the humor, right? I'm going to be racist to a black woman. He'll walk around the street with a film crew, and he'll come up to a black woman or something and be like, hey, how long you been black for? What's it like being make people incredibly uncomfortable, just say racist shit and try to, get a few clips out of that to go viral. Right. And he's never funny. The humor is laughing at him, not laughing with him.
Of course it's bothering me.
Yeah.
Did it happen?
No, he filmed for me, and we have different content creators, and he got mad when we let him go. In fact, we had a problem with him in a diner. In fact, one of the guys that's with me was there when it happened, Jarrell.
Right, listen, I'm going to give you an option right now. Before I say what it is you're accused of, you can leave, and I won't mention it.
So this is kind of weird. Right? Jimmy at this point has been brought on countless times to Ethan's program, and has even met up with H3 fans that kind of know him from the show and are like, oh yeah, I'll hang out with you based on, yeah, well, I mean, if Ethan's cool with you, I guess you're okay. And what he's offering him now is to not be publicly exposed if he will just become somebody else's problem. If he will just get the fuck out and leave them alone, right? He's saying, I'm not going to tell our audience what you actually did to people.
I didn't come to start drama and trouble. I came because I'm here. I like you guys.
It doesn't matter what you came here for. Jimmy, you were not invited to come here. You stormed in. You know that we're mad at you. Are you that crazy? Or what do you think?
Well, Dan, I know all that, and I wanted to come down, and I know I'm FOMO'd out, and I wanted to come down. So I
understand you
want FOMO'd out. Yeah, he uses the word FOMO, fear of missing out, incorrectly and a lot. It's his hello fellow kids, right? He just applies FOMO. Everything is FOMO. According to this guy, I was just FOMO'd out. I'm sorry, I was a little FOMO'd out. What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? This is fake. That's a theory. Is that a small Henry Knowles doll? Henry Knowles doll on the desk? Oh, are you looking at Bo Black's doll? I had a video posted a while ago on some of the fallen friendships. There are so many people. God damn. Well, yeah, like I said, if you can find the challenge is the original Gokunaru video, I think got taken down. You know how Content Cop works? In the Content Cop that iDubbbz did about Ethan. There's this beginning segment that's kind of like a dramatized thing. They're kind of acting something out, right? Gokunaru would always do that. And I think that I can't remember if it was his beginning segment or his ending segment was him and somebody else acting out the unaliving of somebody dressed up like Ethan Klein, right? And this was normal back then, right? This is very much TOS now. If you're a beginning YouTuber, please, whatever you do, don't dramatize harming another YouTuber, right? That is definitely TOS, right? But back when Gokunaru made that video, it was not considered TOS. It was something that people did all the fucking time. It was a way of just kind of saying, yeah, fucking got you, right? And so he did this, he had somebody wear a knit cap like Ethan Klein's knit cap, and they acted out unaliving this guy, right? There's a way of them saying like I'm murdering this guy with the video, right? Was the idea, but yeah, those rules got changed and Gokunaru's video based on this got banned. So you can't find the original version of it. However, I think that the rest of the video is fine. I don't think there's anything TOS in the rest of Gokunaru's video, and it does go over the exact phenomenon that I keep on going back to, is that Ethan Klein is a bully. Ethan Klein is a user and abuser, as somebody said earlier in chat. And you can see this dynamic play out with so many people in so many ways, and then he gaslights you on it. No, I really like Jimmy. I really think that he's got something. I mean, look, I don't agree with the racism or anything, but he sure has confidence, and he's got a I don't know. He'll find some way to kind of just gaslight you about it, but it's really clear that he just wants to.
So hold it, let me finish. If you guys, I said to Olivia, I could tell when I came in, I kind of wasn't welcome. If you guys want,
you literally weren't.
Correct.
You literally were.
No. Hold it. Let me finish.
And take those glasses off. This is not Jimmy Lee.
Yeah,
anymore.
we're talking. Let's talk to James Weiner for a second.
I can tell there's hostility, and from what I'm
sorry, that's Dr. James Weiner to you, Dan.
gathering here, I should probably go.
Well, hold on. You were peeing. Also, you were peeing. You didn't lock the door. Love walked in on you peeing.
No, I closed the door.
No,
you closed the door.
It was definitely open, brother.
Dan, I'll say this because, yeah, I stormed the Bastille, and if you guys are that uncomfortable,
listen,
I'll go.
It's up to me.
It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I get down here. I get wound up. I don't think before I do stuff, and it is what it is. So I didn't come down here to get drama with Mason and create problems. Mason don't work for us no more. I came down to see you guys say hi.
The Jomo Show guys here. I mean, I like
the Jomo Show guys. Yeah. The reason Ethan, that the other guy don't work for me. He does all my content now. Jarrell.
I'd like to talk to Jarrell.
He's right here. And he'll tell you the truth. He'll tell you the truth about that other guy. He was there when we had to fight with him. I'm not lying to you. Jarrell will tell you.
I'll ask Jarrell, but here's what I'm gonna say.
What?
First of all, it's up to me, okay? And I'm telling you, you can stay, but I'm gonna have to be.
But I don't want to stay and drag dirty laundry and do. I came to see you guys have fun. We have a big thing at Pink's tomorrow, and
it's not an option.
Jimmy,
what?
You're an adult.
I'm an adult, but I didn't do. But Ethan, Hill, I didn't do nothing wrong. I let a content creator go that doesn't match what we do.
Do you think that if you come here unannounced, we're not going to bring up the stuff that we want to bring up?
I probably would say to that, no, you're going to bring up what you want to bring up.
Of course.
All right, so let's do it.
So we're going to bring it up.
So Mason, who is a mutual of ours, he was your meme editor. We've knew him because he was always posting crazy memes on your story.
So that's the reason we're trying to be more serious with content and get somewhere, and we don't want to do memes and be
that's your
low-cal, and we have a whole different team. Hill,
that's your story.
I'm sorry, we don't want to do memes and be. Did you say low-cal, like low calorie?
And we're trying to be more serious with content and get somewhere, and we don't want to do memes and be
that's your
low-cal, and we have a whole different team.
What did you say, low-cal? But what is he? I can't understand what that word is. We don't want to do memes and be lol-cal? Was you trying to say lol-cal?
Memes on your story.
So that's the reason we're trying to be more serious with content and get somewhere, and we don't want to do memes and be
that's your
low-cal, and we have a whole different team. Hill,
that's your story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the deal.
He reached out to us.
My best guess, chat, is that he's heard the word lol-cal applied to his content. He doesn't completely understand that, but he knows that it's something to do with him being goofy. And so just like the way that he misuses the word FOMO, he's gonna, this is like his boomer appropriation of the word lolcow, I guess.
Said, I have something I need to tell you about Jimmy. Fuck that guy. I hate him. He's the worst.
That's because we stopped paying him.
Well,
yeah, Rave, I guess it could be low caliber. Yeah, it could be low caliber. Yeah. Or you think he said low calb? It's a possibility.
Well, let me tell you what he told.
Yeah, most of chat seems to think he's saying lolcow. He's trying to say lolcow. Maybe I'm guessing he's trying. He might be saying like low calb or something like that. But I think he heard somebody describe what he was doing as lolcow behavior, and he doesn't quite understand what that means, and so he's just using I think he's using. I don't think he knows that it's actually lolcow. I think he just offhand, somebody was like, "Hey Jimmy, why are you always being a lolcow?" And he's like, "Oh, is that localb? Am I being localb? I'm sorry, I'll try to be high calb from." I think he legitimately heard that word and doesn't understand what it means, and is like mispronouncing it. Same as Boomer saying Mimi for me. Mimi? Is that real? Is that a real thing that happens? Did Boomers say Mimi? I had somebody say that to me once, but I was pretty sure they were joking.
Told us.
Tell me what he said.
He told us that you were on a shoot with his girlfriend and you slapped her ass.
So they came to LA one day when we did a comedy shoot.
Wait, you were on a what with his girlfriend and you slapped her ass?
He told us that you were on a shoot with his girlfriend.
Shoot, okay.
And you slapped her ass.
So they came to LA one day when we did a comedy shoot and we did an event at the Sky Bar, and they helped me film and edit a little bit, and I did not hit her or do anything. They were helping me film. No,
I don't. Your ass?
No.
Did you make any sexual comments about her?
No, it's his girlfriend, and he's my filmer. Yeah. And they came for
What blows me away about this guy is his confidence, right? Like, he's not funny, but he's acting like he's fucking killing, right? That's something that you'll notice about him. He's got this like unshakable confidence. He never gets nervous. He never like questions himself. And here it's like, you know, from what I can tell, this sounds like this is something that he actually did. And it blows my mind that somebody could come into the H3 show, be like, "Hey, why did you slap that woman's ass?" You know, and him be like, "No, I didn't slap a woman's ass. I was just blah, 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 blah." No, of course not. Of course not. Like the fact that he's unfazed by this. And I don't know, maybe he's not. Look, his head's kind of shiny. Is that sweat? Was he sweating when he came in here? But he doesn't seem perturbed. And, you know, this is the kind of thing that makes his act, which is considered niche, edgy, and, you know, cute, like kind of, like, I don't know, like it's like, you know, if you imagine him doing it tongue in cheek, I guess it's, you know, kind of cute. It turns it into anything but cute, right? Do you see what I'm saying? The way that, because he started a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel's at like over 100,000 subs. He's you know, got somewhat of a following on in terms of his comedy, mostly for his crowd work and for his street, you know, street work, I guess you'd call it, just going on the street, like I said, and saying like racist shit to people, like that racism applies to get their reactions, to farm the clips. But like that shit turns really quickly from like, you know, oh, this is like, you know, cute and niche and edgy but harmless into like anything but that, right? That's like some very real you know, transgression here, not just like performative you know, racism, Botox head. Yeah, I guess.
After they shoot, Ethan,
Mason wasn't there, so this is all according to his girlfriend.
And the girlfriend...
So his girlfriend's lying?
Let me explain. The girlfriend and him came to the Sky Bar. It was 1 hour for a posh event. And...
Oh, wait, you think it's low-cal? They always say low-cal for... That's what I thought at first. Low-cal for low-calorie. He's the right age frame, he thinks. Maybe he heard lol-cal and he thought they were saying low-cal, right? Because, you know, like, honestly, just imagine, like, you didn't grow up on the internet... You don't know any of the history of the internet, and you hear somebody say, you know, stop being a lolcow, Jimmy, or stop being lolcow. Like, I don't know, hear somebody saying something about lolcow, and you're like, oh, lolcow, yeah, am I being lolcow? Okay, I guess that's what the kids are saying now. So I'm gonna, you know, just like he's incorporated FOMO into every right. He's gonna, and he doesn't understand what fear of missing out. He doesn't understand what that means. He just like likes to use it to sound like, no, it's literally hello fellow kids. they tried to replace Jimmy with a guy called Wayne Diamond, who immediately harassed Lena. Oh my God.
Saturday they came. We had a shoot, Hill. It was like,
I don't know if that's just bad luck or just the fact that shitty people tend to attract shitty people.
10 to 8 at night, and they came at like 12 or 1 in the afternoon and left at 5. Okay? So how long were they with me? They were with me about an hour at the Posh nightclub, where it's a fashion show where I know some of the people. They're like B actors. And then they were with me on set. They came late and left early when I did my big shoot. Okay? Now, I have 2 security guards. I have 4 cameras going. And they were back-end people filming because they do social media. I don't really have time to flirt with a girl and touch them and do anything. I'm doing
How
comedy.
long does it take to pat someone's ass?
But that wasn't what I was doing. I'm not there for that.
So she's lying.
I didn't touch the girl.
So she's lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you say it's absurd that you would ever do something like that? That you would feel up on a girl and be inappropriate?
Hug people and love them.
Uh-huh.
And I create a lot of FOMO and have entourages that travel with me.
So there's another scenario in the recent live.
I'm trying to understand what he thinks FOMO means. Like, I halfway think that he just throws it in randomly.
Live show that we had in the back room.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is what I was about to bring up.
Wait, did I know about this?
Yeah.
I don't even know what
One
you guys
of
are
our
talking
production
about.
assistant was hanging in the back room, and you kept like saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and like kind of like
whispering stuff, putting your arms around her, touching her.
I didn't know about that.
Me?
Yes, you.
Who was the girl?
I'm not going to say who it is out loud.
I don't even remember.
Identify
I know
her.
her. She's very trustworthy.
She's very trustworthy, and you know who was
I didn't
there
know he
and
did
witnessed
that.
it is my girlfriend who
Ali
watched
was
it.
there, so we have.
Oh,
So
she was
Dan, you know my
there.
problem is I love people and I'm friendly and I hug guys and girls when
But
I
asked you
do
in the beginning, are you a kid or are you a
touring
grown-up?
stuff and
Am I
I'm not
talking
hitting.
to a 5-year-old or a grown-up? I'm talking to a married man, right?
You're talking to
Yeah, and I'm
he's
married
either-
and I'm loyal to my wife.
You think your wife would be happy to hear that?
Facts. This is
Oh
a
my
jury.
God, you guys.
I shouldn't have come on.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
Why
for
did
your
you
own
show
sake.
up?
Well, hold on, Jimmy.
Exactly.
Well, hold on.
I shouldn't have come on.
Yeah.
I made a mistake, Dan. You were right. I'm gonna apologize to you guys that came on, but you know what? I came on.
Do you want
You
to
should
hold on?
talk to
Let's
the
clear it
mic
up.
if
Let's
you
clear it up.
want people to hear.
What did Ali tell you, Dan? Because this is kind of I didn't internalize this.
I really am because I didn't come for this.
No, I know you didn't come for this.
Now, when Ethan's saying he didn't internalize this, like, I think what he's trying to do is explain not having acted on this sooner, right? He's trying. I didn't internalize this. Like, I heard it, but I didn't quite realize how bad this was, how problematic it was. It sounds kind of like an excuse. It sounds to me that, like, when Ethan first heard about this, maybe he didn't, take it super seriously, or was like, hoping, oh no, not my friend, or I don't think it's his friend. I don't think he's friends with this guy, but not the funny lolcow guy, that the racist Jersey comic that we bring on, like, right? He's like, my content. He's like, content. Like, it's like, no, he can see his content slipping away. Like, I kind of think that's what's going on. I don't, I can't prove it, but.
I didn't come for this. Poor you.
Well, hold on.
I'm sure the women didn't come for that
Jimmy,
either.
You're here.
Exactly.
You're here. Jimmy, here, sit. Dan, what did Ali say? What
Said
happened?
exactly what Hila just said, is that in the back room, you were hanging out, and this person who is a key part of the production, the live production, and who is very trustworthy.
We all know and trust.
Yes, that you were whispering sweet nothings to her, telling her she was the most beautiful girl you'd ever seen. Unbelievable. I can't believe how hot and how good it is to see her again. Because you had seen her at the previous one because she does all the live shows.
Oh,
That is beyond friendly, buddy. That's not friendly.
Hold on. Do you talk?
Guys, I'll leave you on this note. I'm
Do
going
you
to go.
usually say that to women?
I am overtly friendly to people. I hug guys,
You
and I
you
don't
call dudes sexy when you
hit
see them?
on girls. I'm married.
You're a liar. You're lying.
Okay.
You're straight up lying, dude. You are a liar.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. This is why I didn't want. I was protecting. I was
I was
protecting
right.
you.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I was right. Fucking
I
asshole.
didn't want you to come.
So just to explain how bad this is for Jimmy, this is an orbiter situation. This is a kind of an extreme orbiter situation. Like Ethan is the only person that platformed Jimmy Lee to begin with. And so a big portion of anybody that shows up, you know, to watch Jimmy Lee when he does comedy live, or like, you know, buys his I don't know what does he do, like movies or albums or something like that. The you know, his support is very much tied into H3. So when this shit goes down on the H3 program, right, that is like a substantial portion of potential Jimmy Lee support just evaporating, right? I harass men and women equally, he says. Yeah, it isn't the defense he thinks it is. Yeah, Dan having a backbone is insane to see. Well, we're gonna see a little bit more of that in the clip. So this is from I don't know, months and months ago. And this is why I kind of don't think this is just drama, right? I want to make it clear that this isn't just like Jimmy Lee told an inappropriate joke. Yes, he's told a million inappropriate jokes. Jimmy Lee, you know, cornered somebody on the street and was racist to them. Yes, or sexist, right? Yes, he does that all the time, right? It's not just that. It's not just that. Like this a little bit more serious, and it shows that sort of him bringing him in to the H3 community is actually him giving a predator, you know, access to more people to victimize, right? But you know, H3 collectively at this point is doing the right thing. It sounds like they've Ethan's been calling him and trying to bring it up, and he just gaslit and no, I wouldn't do that. I didn't do that, right? Ethan hasn't said anything about it. He wasn't going to say anything about it. He was never going to let his audience know. The only reason that this is coming out is because Jimmy Lee insisted on coming into the office uninvited, went and took a piss, and then they brought him in. You know, he was like, "Oh, cool! I'm gonna get to be on the show. Cool. Like, I guess my gambit like worked out. You know, like right? It's I kind of forced my way into the show, but instead he's pissed off the entire crew, and they're gonna, you know, they're gonna expose him. He didn't even give him a chance to like run. He was like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna let people know this is your one chance to get the fuck out of here. And he was like, he tried to play it cool. He's like, no, I don't have anything to be ashamed of. It's wild. It's wild the degree to which he is able to just keep it cool while he's being fucking exposed.
For this reason, and I warned you, I said, listen, you can leave.
Good luck with your wife.
Hold on, can I talk to Jor-El? No, I want to talk to Jor-El. Where is he? Jor-El, come. You're with us now. It's okay, Jor-El's with us now. Jimmy doesn't want Jor-El on the show.
Looks like there's another clip on Olivia's channel. Okay, let me do something before. I don't know why, but my spidey sense is telling me I should protect myself. Let's see, what can we do with this? Media source, filter, then chroma key. Wait.
Jimmy, what's that, Nate? Did he show up? Should we let him in?
Oh my God, he texted me the same thing.
Okay, hold on. Jimmy might be here.
This is so scary.
Well, we've been avoiding him for a reason. If he wants to come in and talk about it.
If he wants to come in and get aired the out for being a piece of shit, he's welcome to step in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look. It's outside.
He did this. He goofed on us last time about it.
Make sure your wife's watching, Jimmy.
Oh God, Dan. Apparently, I don't know. I don't see anything.
What do you mean? Check what text?
Oh, AB sent, hey, AB, it's Jimmy. We're in town. Love to see you guys. We're doing a big thing at Pink. Yo, it's me. We're at the studio. Let him in.
He's here?
Let him in.
Come on in, Jimmy.
Poppin'?
So here's the thing.
Poppin'.
Okay, so this is the part I think right before what we saw on the last clip.
The thing is, I've been avoiding talking to him because I basically, like Dan said, he's going to get aired out. Like, out. And look, I know his wife gets upset when we talk about, and I'm avoiding it. I don't want that heat. She's scary. If he insists on coming here, showing up.
Uninvited. Just shows up at the front door.
Dude, he's here.
In the bathroom.
He got in our office?
Yes, I saw. We were going out to look out the window, and he was literally. We passed him. He was in the bath, just like.
How did he get in? Who let him in?
Bruh.
Are you serious?
What is he doing here?
I just saw. I was looking out the window. I turn around and I see something just slither into the bathroom. The door's slightly open.
Okay, so we've watched all of this. Let's see what there's. They think a few. Ethan reads his messages with Jimmy. Jarrell, Jomo show guy joins. Oh yeah. Here's the. So, Dan calls out Jimmy.
Sorry, Jimmy. This is why I didn't want. I was protecting you.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, that didn't age well. I was protecting you. Damn. That is not the right thing to say, Ethan.
To see her again, because you had seen her at the previous one because she does all the live shows.
Okay.
That
Well,
is
if you're gonna
beyond
talk, talk into the
friendly,
mic,
buddy.
they can't
That's not friendly.
Hold on. Do you talk?
Guys, I'll leave you on this note. I'm
Do
going
you
to go.
usually say that to women?
I am overtly friendly to people. I hug guys, and I
You
don't
call dudes sexy when you
hit
see them?
on girls. I'm married.
You're a liar. You're lying.
Okay.
You're straight up lying, dude. You are a liar.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. This is why I didn't want. I was
I
protecting
was right.
you.
Yeah, I was right.
I didn't want you to come for this reason, and I warned you. I said, listen, you can leave.
Good luck with your wife.
Hold on, can I talk to Jor-El? No, I want to talk to Jor-El. Where is he?
They're supposed to be worried about their safety, but Jimmy just wandered in. Did he bring the skulls? I mean, this was before the skulls, to be fair. This isn't their acting voices. Their acting voices showed up when they talk about the skulls. Favorite protection is a semi-translucent dancing cockroach on the screen. I mean, that sounds good. Yeah, we're trying to protect ourselves here.
It's okay. Jor-El's with us
The jellyfish will protect us.
now. Jimmy doesn't want Jor-El on the show. No, this is Jimmy saying Jor-El. So Jor-El wants to sit, but Jimmy is begging him, don't come on. He's asking Jor-El to give him his keys. Jimmy is he's really cooking right now. He's running. Jimmy's actually walking with speed out. Sorry, Jimmy. I tried. He's really, wow.
You know,
He just screamed, Jor-El, let's go.
What's up, Jarrell?
Jimmy really doesn't want you here.
So the last day, he's been like, oh, well, just show up, maybe. And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. And he's like, okay, I agree. You're right. And I've told him like 8 times, like, yeah, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to go over there. And he's like, you're right. We're not going to do that. It's a bad idea. And then he had me wait at the rooftop of the hotel.
So this is his, he called him the meme guy. I think he like films for Jimmy.
All right, we'll talk there for a little bit. Have a little meeting, you know. He called me and he's like, come to the car. And I go down and he's like, we're going. And I'm like, oh, well, did they text you that like they want you?
No.
And then I'm like, oh, that's a bad idea. And then I kind of said that throughout the whole ride here.
Wait, is it after the skulls?
I think it was even a worse idea than Jimmy anticipated.
Correct.
Still sitting.
How could he?
I don't know what was he
I'm blown away.
expecting.
I'm still blown away.
Yeah.
How delusional do you have to be? We've been grilling him privately about this for the last week or two, and he
Longer.
knows that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let me since now the cat's out of the bag on this. Let me read you my DMs with Jimmy.
He's still sitting in his car outside.
You can see. Oh,
He's pondering life, right? And it wouldn't be that, well, I don't know, actually. You know what? Oh God, Chad, it's even worse than I thought. So not only is he potentially leaving like the majority of the audience that he could sort of get off of Ethan and H3, but they've talked about his practice in New Jersey, right? So you got the stuff that Jimmy Lee does that pays the bills, you know, dentistry, and you've got his vanity career, comedy, which, you know, like his sort of brash way of just like busting in, sort of got him a little bit of a following, got him a YouTube channel that popped off, and you know, but you know, that's his aspiration, right? The comedy career. The thing is, though, that because they've talked so much about him, because he's made so much of his life public, including like, you know, what he does in real life as a dentist, it's potentially going to affect his practice too. Like, would you want to see a dentist that like feels people up without their permission? I feel like that's a pretty strong indicator that this is not somebody that you want as your dentist. Only ever watched H3 through the third party, so I don't know much.
He's so pissed. Do you need him in it?
Calls him meme guy, actually just a zoomer. That's what he means by meme guy. Okay. He's a FOMO guy. He's a low-cal guy. He doesn't know what any of these words mean. I shine. His real name is not. Wait, it is. I kid you not. Is James Weiner? Yep, Dr. James Weiner.
Anyway, are you like good, or what if he was like this kid? Do you have a hotel?
Staying with my cousin, my friend.
Oh, you didn't even pay for
I got
a
the
hotel.
flight already.
If you need a ride or
An
anything,
hour.
We will take care of you,
Yeah.
Jarrell. Like,
I'll give you a ride, whatever you need.
I can't
well,
believe this
apparently
is
he
happening.
can't because he could just walk in.
Tell
but-
Jeremiah first of all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To revoke his privilege.
He is not a welcome guest anymore.
That was wild.
That was how Jarrell first wound up on our radar.
And
Yeah,
then
Thank you.
very
he
talented
linked
guy.
up with Jimmy into the FOMO show.
Right, I
FOMO
linked up to
show.
Jimmy.
Oh my
it's
god,
like
that
6 months
video was
before that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
So
Okay.
I'm curious, who's getting the money from the Jomo Patreon?
Jomo is all me. Everything
cool.
Jomo is me.
Oh, that's
Cool.
good.
So
Yeah,
we
at
can
least
still
there's
anything
support.
there? I haven't looked in.
On like Jomo.
Yeah.
I've been doing it weekly. Yeah,
So
Sweet.
people are paying a little
tiny
bit.
bit.
So
Good.
pe-
At least
if-
you're
It adds to my
Well,
$2 an hour. It makes
Sorry
it not
for,
180.
Fucking with your bag here, but
I think you should continue the Jomo show on different people. You can make it
That's true.
happen. Keep it going.
This is every correspondent I've had with Jimmy since Mason told us what happened. I messaged him. First, he messaged me heading out there in a week trying to meet up. I said, something happened with Mason. Yes, call me. How did you know? Obviously, I didn't call him. I didn't say anything. Messaged him on August 18, 2 days later. What happened with Mason? Hey, nothing. We just have others now. Why? Tell me what happened. Call me. Easier. Didn't call
Just
him, obviously.
others.
He keeps messaging me nonstop, and then I message him back again on August 22. Did you slap Mason's girlfriend's ass? No way, honey. We're good.
no way,
Hila gives it away. Wait, what?
honey, we're good.
That's what he said.
Such a crazy
Disgusting.
response.
Yeah.
And then I said, that's not what I heard. Then he just kind of ignores. Red-eyed Mason's girlfriend. Others now. Why? Tell me what happened. Call me. Easier. Didn't call.
So wait, people in chat are saying that they think they're hearing the crew's like real life voices rather than their podcast voices. Is that what I'm getting? That this is a situation that and they're comparing it to things like where Olivia and opened like the skull on camera where that sounded fake, whereas this sounds real.
Call him,
Just
obviously.
others.
He keeps messaging me nonstop, and then I message him back again on August 22. Did you slap Mason's girlfriend's ass? No way, honey. We're good.
No way, honey, we're
He's
good.
literally giving him like, "Hey, relax, guy. This is Saddam on South Park. This is Trump on South Park. Hey, relax, guy. Those Epstein files are, don't need to be released, guy."
That's what he said.
Such a crazy
Disgusting.
response.
Yeah.
And then I said, that's not what I heard. Then he just kind of ignores. Red Eye to London, Hope on September 5th. I said, did you slap Mason's girlfriend's ass? No way. We miss you, Pally.
This is
September-
literally all the communication that Ethan has had with him for the last
Yeah.
like 2 months. Why did he think that he should come here? I'm still just mind blown that he thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, he really wanted some big fanfare tomorrow at Pink's Hot Dogs. So if anyone wants big Pink's,
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get
because
it.
he's kind of been like, we're kind of cooked on the Pink's. We need more fanfare at Pink's Hot Dogs.
Yeah.
I do admire so much all three of you. I think that the way that you handled it was pretty boss.
We kind of good, bad.
I think you just
Good cop, bad cop.
you did a good job all the way through. I thought it was yeah.
I feel bad for, like, in a sense, like, look, there's two aspects to this.
Right.
Obviously,
I
he's a
know.
piece of shit, And first of all, I didn't realize. I guess you told me, but I didn't really
we told
listen
you, but
about
I
the
feel like
Shannon
you're not
thing.
internalizing because
Yeah.
you're too like you feel bad for him. But at a certain point, there's a pattern that repeats, and I'm just not gonna take part in this.
So
That's why I was glad that you were asking him
Of
if that was
course I was
something, if
gonna
he would
bring it
ever,
up.
if he would ever do something like that, because I knew that that other.
Sarah says Jimmy's probably staying in their pool house. Had to look up who he was. What a putz. He looks like studying obsolescence. I mean, as far as comedy goes, yeah. Although I don't know, comedy's legal again. Maybe Elon will give him a job. Wait, what is this? Hila got the Skulls CPS story wrong one time. What did Hila say that was giving it away? Non-Zionist freaks would have kicked out the sex pest to prison, but of course, yeah, they're gonna. I mean, look, he's like the feeling I got is that like he is part of Ethan's content strategy, right? He is in order to have like a healthy complement of like you know, laughing at a lol cow dentist that thinks that he can be a comedian, and like, all right, if Jimmy becomes problematic, then that is dead air that Ethan has to fill. That they gotta find something else to go in that place. I think that's what the reaction, why Ethan gave him, you know, like every chance in the world to get the fuck out of there, and that he wouldn't, you know, tell the audience what Jimmy had been up to.
Story happened, so I knew that he would be lying if he said, "Oh, I never touch women." It's like, bro,
would she call in and say what happened?
My fiance.
You think she'd be cool to call in
witnessed
and
it.
say what happened?
Who,
I'd love
Allie?
to- Or no, the girl who it happened to, who's a friend of ours. I think
I
she
could
would be
text
down.
her. I'll text her.
Maybe.
I think she'd be
Maybe.
cool to call in.
Yeah, I
I'd
didn't
like
want to
ask
be
her.
presumptive. It's not, you know, it's.
He sent me a picture of him behind us at our wedding. That was his response to my last inquiry.
this?
What was it?
So, did anyone else use the bathroom after Jimmy Lee?
Let's see
There's
what.
pee on the floor. Yeah, he missed the toilet quite badly.
Love,
Yeah.
did you see his pecker?
I saw his
God.
butt, but
His butt.
Wait.
I think he
He
Can
pulled
you
his
feel-
pants
can
all
you
the way
go-
down when he peed.
I think it's kind of on glance.
Can you photograph it?
His butt?
No,
It's
no,
too
the
late
piss
now.
on the
yeah.
floor.
Yeah, I'll
Gotta
go
see
take a
this.
Oh my
Photograph his
god.
butt?
Not his ass. Did you see his bare ass?
so funny.
Oh, he
Oh,
saw
you
his
saw
crack. Oh,
you saw
wow.
crack.
Is
Wait,
it,
now you add in the Taylor Lorenz photos of the clearly labeled skulls boxes in the hallway table in their home. Did they know their skulls in the boxes? They were skulls in the boxes before bringing it into the studio. Ethan wasn't present in the studio, so he dropped. Yeah, like there's something about that story that does not quite check out.
a tidy whitey guy?
I keep ignoring. I said, did you slap Mason's girlfriend ass? Again, September 16th. Obviously not willing to move past this. No, as we told you, no, sir. We just do not work with him anymore. He says you did. Ethan, I'm sorry you have to be in the middle of something here. He's upset because we are not using him anymore. We are different people now, like were a romantic breakup. or
We're
something.
different people now.
That's all. Hope all is well with you. Miss you, Pally. We're back in 2 weeks. This one's from Saturday, so this was over the weekend. He said, my team mentioned you talked about Pink's hot dogs. Do you want to come down this Friday, October 11th? We'd love to have you there. We are doing a big thing there. Say, hey, just so you're aware regarding Mason, recently I know we talked about to you guys about a lot. We ended up letting Mason go because his work did not match our goal. My team pointed out some of his memes and some of his video content was too inappropriate.
Okay, so this is this other situation. Mason, yeah, it was Mason's girlfriend, right, that was victimized by Jimmy. And so here's what happened, right? Because I feel like this clip isn't quite. I guess I saw another version of this where it was a lot clearer what was happening. Mason is, I think, Jimmy's former meme guy, you know, basically following him around with a camera, acting as a personal assistant, not getting paid very much, doing a lot of work. But the idea is that, like, you know, well, you know, if this blows up, then, you know, he would be, you know, in for kind of a windfall, you know, if Jimmy's career takes off. But yeah, mostly getting paid in exposure, from what I understand. And Jimmy was in a situation where I think he was alone with Mason's girlfriend, did something like really inappropriate, like felt her up or something, and then immediately, you know, like so the back and forth in the messages is about that Jimmy explaining why Mason's not going to be around anymore, right? And the explanation he gives is that, like, you know, his work just wasn't quite what we needed. We needed a change. It just wasn't cutting it. We didn't think it was a good fit. So, you know, we had to let him go. So what Jimmy's trying to portray here is a situation where he can gaslight Ethan into thinking that Mason and his girlfriend made up the story out of spite, that they were disgruntled. They were disgruntled employees that had been fired, or Mason was a disgruntled employee that had been fired, and so you can't trust what Mason is saying, right? Because Mason is mad at me. That's what Jimmy Lee's trying to portray, when in reality, the timeline tells a different story, and that story is that he crossed the line with Mason's girlfriend before Mason was fired or told that, you know, he might be fired. So does that make sense? Assistant running Jimmy's social pages. Okay, that's what meme guy means. Ela said, we were so angry at Ian and Anissa because they had the CPS visit and the skulls happen that same morning.
Not good for our goal to continue to grow. Bro, he's the only reason anyone watched that. He was
the meme master.
Yeah. My team also saw multiple Reddit posts linked to his account. Jor-El saw. He's pulling you in here.
All right. Great.
So that's Jor-El. That's I think Jimmy's new meme guy, right? And, you know, Ethan's just bringing him in to have like another witness, and because it sounds like he's, well, you'll see what he does.
Drama and rumors about. When we let him go, my team was in on the call. He became vile and threatened that he would ruin my career.
Also, Mason's in the chat apparently. He said, I'll never forgive Jimmy for what he did to my girlfriend.
Oh.
He can call in. I mean, if we're all countering the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, Mason, text me if you want to call in.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from Mason.
I was talking to the...
Play it. You know what? It's that. Play the old time. Play us out.
Play us out.
This is it.
I was texting with the girl from the live show, and said that she's not sure if she can call in, but she told me to relay. I can relay this. Jimmy was fucking weird to me, kept kissing me on the cheek and like touching me, and I told him to chill, and he started making weird jokes, and then his assistants or whatever followed me. One message requested me, but I deleted it.
One assistant followed him. What?
She said like one of his assistants followed him, and another one like sent a request to her, like a message request, but she deleted it. Maybe.
Okay, so I probably should have said this earlier, but if you're just tuning in and you're wondering why the jellyfish are translucent, and you know, you're like, is my computer fucked up? Is my phone fucked up? Is your stream fucked up? We're just adding another extra layer of protection. Ethan has shown himself to be a very litigious guy. He's, you know, called in copyright and DMCA against Redditors, against a whole bunch of different people, and obviously the most recent example being the court case against Denham's Frogan and Casey Tron. Chat, I feel like we kind of got him here. All right. This is a bad look. This isn't like the main narrative. This isn't like the Ethan Hassan narrative, right? So it doesn't have that kind of like algorithmic oomph to it. But I feel like we got him dead to rights here, and you're gonna see in a second, right? So you know, you've seen him say, "I tried to save you, Jimmy. I didn't want to expose you. I didn't want to say anything." So Ethan knew, and he was planning not to say anything, right? So, you know, we're getting, you know, kind of the story behind what Jimmy did that crossed the line. Sort of piecemeal here. We're going to go ahead and watch this, and then we're going to switch over to we're going to switch over to the clip from last night. It's last night for me. It's yesterday. Would it be yesterday? Early. Anyway, it's so hard to explain it because it's like, it's, what is it, like it's 2 o'clock Pacific time. Anyway, time is a weird thing when you're across the international date line, right? But we're gonna watch the most recent stream where Ethan says that he misses the guy. This guy, right? This guy that he kicked off the show on this day for these reasons, and you know, they go into like the whole depth of what, you know, all the people that Jimmy you know, victimized and made feel uncomfortable, and you know, like how his story doesn't check out, how he tried to lie to them, make them think that this was an issue of Mason being a disgruntled employee, being mad about getting fired, when in actuality he fired Mason because, you know, to bury the fact that he had crossed the line with Mason's girlfriend. So yeah, I think we got him pretty dead to right here. That's why I'm being extra careful. Because honestly, I think this is a story that more people need to be aware of, more people need to see. If you want to help more people see it, you can hit the stream with a like. That helps a lot. I appreciate it.
To like later collab with Jimmy, I don't know.
So he was kissing her?
She said he was fucking weird to me, kept kissing me on the cheek and like touching me.
That's quite vile.
Was this the Greek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The back room, apparently.
Can't let that guy in the back.
Or in the front, or
in the front, or in.
I mean, this maybe not the best time for an anal sex joke, Ethan. Is that, did I hear that correctly? Did he just turn this into like a backdoor joke? What the fuck? What the fuck?
In the middle.
I'm so cute for that. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, Heidi the sausage. I've got the sausage named Heidi. I didn't put it together. But now I do. I've had enough. I've had enough green tea today to be fully cognizant of all of the jokes on YouTube.
You're in the middle.
Oh, and she says at the Dolby show, he cornered me to give him my number for booking and called me 6 times in one day. So
I'm sorry, Dolby show? What, Thomas Dolby? Is he still doing? Is he still doing concerts? Is Thomas I'm sorry. Does anybody know what this is? I should probably know what the Dolby show is. I have pumpkin seed sprouts. Oh, nice. That are so huge. I feel like they're gonna start calling me Seymour and ask you to feed. You got to eat those things before they eat you, Rave. That's a real danger. Pumpkin seed sprouts. I'm trying to think if I've ever had those.
I blocked him.
Well, to be fair, he does that.
He does do that.
That's just Jimmy.
He called her 6 times in one day.
Yeah, damn.
Can you believe this?
The Dolby Theater. Okay, thank you. God damn.
Guy had like this incredible career as a.
When you said Dolby show, I was thinking of the blinded me with science guy. Science. Science. And hit me with technology.
Dentist.
Still does.
Crazy.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that.
You know how I felt about Jimmy for a long time. Maybe I would have given Jimmy a little bit of the benefit of the doubt if I didn't have the information about what happened at the Greek. Made that story very believable to me.
Yeah.
The kissing.
So
that one's for sure true. That one's on.
That's 1,000% true.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Like that is direct witness. My fiance witnessed it. Like she is very trustworthy.
No, it happened.
It happened.
It happened.
It happened.
Oh, you're growing them in dirt then. Okay, I thought you were talking about sprouting pumpkin seeds.
Okay. So what was he doing in the Greek? Just
So
being a creep,
someone
just
on
creeping
the-
on this girl.
I assume
someone on the production team. Who
Wait, the Greek as in get him to the Greek?
we're all friends with. Okay, we know her. We trust her. There's no.
We believe in science.
Question at all.
Science.
Saw it happen. Apparently, he was.
Say Hila's fiance.
Hila's fiance.
Dan's fiance.
Listen,
Sure.
Allie.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about Hila's fiance. Don't tell Ethan about Hila's fiance.
Take my wife, please. No, don't take her. Apparently, he was kissing on her and grabbing her and saying she was hot, and she asked him to back off, and he didn't.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty bad. I've never seen Jimmy like that, by the way. When he realized what was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, when he realized, I literally told him, this is what's going to happen if you don't leave right now.
Yeah.
I did tell him
That's not enough.
they're gonna bring up whatever the going on with Mason.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And he said,
Oh, damn,
I'll
chat.
deflect it, and we'll get to pink
I'll
hot dogs,
deflect
so.
it.
I'm sorry. I don't like to. I know I've been stopping the show a lot today, but check this out. That is one peanut. Look at this. That is a very long nut. Anyway. Anywho.
Well, I think it was the story about what happened to our friend on the production that really set
that was when he realized he was cornered, because he was.
Yeah, that one is that one is verified.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with Jimmy. He thinks in his brain that he can weasel his way out of it.
Yeah.
With his charm.
I'm sorry, Zach. Did you just say weasel? Did you just say weasel?
We're eating popcorn on Jimmy's grave.
Yeah.
Whoa, damn. They are eating popcorn on Jimmy's grave. Okay, so they're watching Matan talk to Tim Pool, and I guess while they're looking at his channel, they notice that he also talked to Jimmy Lee. And so they bring that up.
As usual, good mic. That mic.
He's met his match.
Mic.
Is this my mic or Mike's mic?
Yeah, you talking?
It's kind of wild how Matan gets some pretty big guests from time to time, and yet he's he's also bringing Jimmy Lee on. It's I don't know. He's got the B-listers and he's got the Z-listers.
That one, he doesn't really.
Does Mike talk?
No.
Do we do hand signals like that?
Well, you can talk into yours for the most part.
Okay, very good.
Is that his real voice, the Matan kid?
I don't.
Is he talking? It sounds like he's talking like this.
I don't think.
Yeah, it can't be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, just to introduce yourself.
Yeah. There's no way he said that's his real voice.
A little bit about yourself, who you are, all that type of stuff. Give him a little bit of an introduction in case they don't know you.
Okay, Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. I do comedy on the streets. Been doing this for since 2016, and been going in the last, say, 2 years pretty viral on social media platforms, YouTube, and
I miss Jimmy.
Oh my god, Rave, that's so relatable. I made a huge pot of mashed potatoes to serve with dinner, and no one is home yet. It's just me. Just you and the mashed potatoes. That's dangerous times indeed. I don't know what it is about mashed potatoes, but it's one of these foods that I can't stop eating. Potatoes supposedly is per calorie one of the most satiating foods, like one of the most filling foods per calorie that's out there. And yet when they're mashed and creamy, and it's not just, you're not just eating potato, right? Obviously mashed potatoes, it's a lot of carbs and a lot of fat, right? But yeah, especially my mom's mashed potatoes. Those are like the best, right? But yeah, butter I guess goes in there too. Yeah. But yeah, no, I know the danger of being alone with a pot of mashed potatoes. You're like trying to give them away. Please take my mashed potatoes. Save me from myself. Save me from the potatoes. Yeah, I would be. No, the worst is like if you're a little bit stoned. You know what I mean? If you got the munchies and you got unlimited mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I mean, he was a big part of the show for a long time. But
Although he quit us, right? We didn't quit him.
Well, we kind of told him to fuck off.
That's wild. He quit us, right? Did he?
Well, his wife put the kibosh on it.
Huh?
His wife was like, "No, we can't do this anymore."
No, you're forgetting.
You're forgetting.
Yeah, you're forgetting.
I
a
do
big
forget.
part.
What happened?
He was being a creep to a bunch of girls backstage at our last live show.
Right.
And we
he was a
confronted him
creep.
on it.
Oh, right. And then his wife saw that.
Yeah.
His whole family had a meltdown.
Well, he came here after too, and then we screamed at him, and we got the
Yeah, he
parking
crashed
lot
the
video.
studio. He was
That I
like on
remember.
ice because of what he did, and then he just showed up uninvited.
And his wife yelled at me.
And that
on
was the
phone.
end.
Can we do a poll? Can we have him back on? He's a creep, yes, but like, so is it like,
You can have him back on when I'm gone. How about that?
So is what, Trump? So what is he gonna say? That's the moment right there. That's the here. I want to make sure that
Can we have him back on?
Can we do a poll? Can we have him back on? Right? That's what Ethan is asking. They reminded him that he got gropey.
He's a creep, yes, but like,
So is it like, you know...
so is what? What's he going to say there?
Have him back on when I'm gone. How about that?
Trade?
It's like that, huh?
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
But is it like we know he's a creep?
I mean, it's hard to tell how serious Dan was there, but even if I wasn't put off by the shit that Ethan has said and all of his lying and all, like, even if I was somehow okay with all that stuff, I still think I wouldn't want to be part of a crew for a show that's like, oh yeah, we had this guy come on and he groped people backstage and we kicked him off for a good 6 months, right? But then we just kind of missed him and he's so funny and we were like, wouldn't it be nice to have Jimmy again? They brought him back on. Like, I wouldn't want to work for a show like that. Even if I was totally okay with all of Ethan's other bullshit, I don't think I'd be okay with that. So I'm not sure if Dan's actually kidding. I'm not sure, like, right, it's hard to tell.
You know, that's
I think you're forgetting the details, honestly. He's
Dan will fold, says Chokey. I mean, most likely he's folded on a lot of other stuff too, but I don't know. At some point, the levee is going to break, and it's not just going to be Dan that quits. It's going to be Dan, it's going to be Olivia, it's going to be Lena, it's going to be AB, and he'll be there with Zach and Nate and Giardia. They'll bring back Giardia.
Let me see.
Because, like, always knowing Jimmy, he always gave creepy vibes, but nothing was ever... Not that we really know, but then we found out.
I just feel like just because he's a creep doesn't mean he doesn't have entertainment value. You know what I mean?
So are we admitting that you were using him the whole time? That he was never your friend? He was just some guy to make fun of?
I mean, you know what I mean?
You do whatever you want.
Well, I know that.
See what I'm saying? I don't know. Dan's not happy with this.
Anyway, Jimmy Lee, everybody.
Instagram mostly.
Hey, get him a drink. He's thirsty.
Give me a drink. I'm thirsty. Oh, God. Who's this? Gumby? Is that Gumby?
What? I'm sorry. What about this person was giving Gumby?
He's thirsty.
Give me a drink. I'm thirsty.
Because he's wearing lime green shirt and like a light lime green shirt and even and darker lime green pants. Is that why? And he's tall. Is that what is Gumby's like a green like claymation dude or something?
God, who's this? Gumby? Is that Gumby? Let's screw the Jew. What the hell's this?
What the fuck was that? Wait, is this a phrase? Chat, has anybody, one in chat if you've heard that phrase before? I don't even want to repeat it. Because, yeah, it sounds anti-Semitic. Gumby. Let me remind myself who the fuck Gumby is. Yeah. Claymation, right? Or is it like a toy? All right, this is Gumby. What is he, like a cowboy? Is that supposed to be like a cowboy hat? Anyway, yeah. That's Gumby. That's what Jimmy's referring to. Gumby was the stuff of childhood nightmares. Can we watch it without getting? No, we'll probably get copyright claimed for it. Little green slab of clay. So it is like claymation.
Can I get a Hey, Gumby, can I get a napkin?
They gave him a shaken can of Mountain Dew, it looks like.
Okay, that's that. All right, now what do we do now? Oh, Gumby's coming back.
So there is Jimmy Lee. He was indeed on Matan's
podcast.
Cool.
God rest his soul.
Man, it's too bad he's dead.
Jimmy. Rip. He's still out there doing his thing. He's still out there at Pink's Hot Dogs. You might catch him out there. I honestly don't remember shit. I have a fucked up memory.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hila just sent something very exciting in our chat.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
She said, if you want, she can call in with Teddy.
I wanted to ask Teddy to explain the 6'7"
Which
man.
I still don't know.
Yeah. I do want that. Yeah, have Hila call in. Or should I just call her? Oh, she's calling me right now. Hello?
Anyway, so that was the Jimmy Lee segment from today, and I don't know. It sounds kind of like he's covering up for it. Like it sounds like he's using his memory as an excuse, like because he goes on and says, well, yeah, he's a creep, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have entertainment value. I legit think that Ethan wanted to bring Jimmy Lee back. I legit think that Ethan is running out of content, running out of ideas for his show, and just wants to do some easy lolcow or low-cal. What did he say? Low caliber content, and does not understand, like, because it's again, Jimmy Lee and his creepiness doesn't affect Ethan at all, so it's easy for him to kind of put it on a layer of unreality. And the other thing that this made me think of, and I don't know if we can show this, right, because it's from a members only show on H3, but last week Hila, Lena, and Olivia were doing the members only show, and they were talking about Love Island. They were giving their opinions on Love Island. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't watch Love Island, so I don't know who any of these people are, but apparently there was somebody that Olivia mentioned that was kind of favorite. Olivia was kind of like, pro this person. Ethan calls in and is like, well, but that person was, a creep, or that person did something fucked up, right? And he ends up making Olivia cry, right? She just doesn't remember everything about the show and didn't have it in mind that this, like, she was saying something nice about the person, and Ethan remembered something that the person did that was kind of fucked up. And kind of made it sound like Olivia didn't care about that when, Olivia had just forgotten about it. It almost, I don't know if I'm probably reaching here, but I thought for a minute that maybe this was Ethan being like, oh, well, I guess, if this person from Love Island is okay, then so is Jimmy Lee. But he never really got out who he was, when he said, like, so-and-so is a creep. He never brought up, who he was like, well, this person is also a creep. Anyway, I meant to show you this the other day. I don't know why I couldn't find this, but I had apparently bookmarked it. This is Ethan's numbers on YouTube. H3 Productions, that's the channel that the Content Nuke was hosted on. H3 Podcast, that's the channel that the podcast is hosted on. Instagram for Ethan, Instagram for Hila, and H3 Podcast Instagram, right? They are all in the red. This is monthly subscriber total. I think for a year. I think this is like the, I think this shows a year. And so over the year, H3 Productions, that's the channel with the Content Nuke on it, has lost 390K or 7%. The podcast has lost 250K subs is what we're talking about, or 9% of its subscribers. That's pretty substantial. Instagram, oh wow, I didn't realize. Yeah, with all the, I guess Instagram's where all the crash outs are, right? Instagram's, where he takes to when he's got a bug up his ass, right? He's actually lost 326K would it be subscribers, followers, I guess would be the word, on Instagram, and that is 16% of his audience. Hila has lost 268K. That's 26% of her audience. That's a huge hit for Hila. And then the H3 podcast. Oh yeah, the one thing on here that on Instagram, you know, of H3 socials, the one thing that had some upward trajectory in the last year is H3 podcast. And it looks like it has just it was gaining some ground all the way to like October of last year, and then just has kind of crashed. And yeah, that's negative 33K and 12%. So, and then we look at over here on the right, we got Hassan's numbers. YouTube, he's gained 370K. That's 29% of his audience. On Twitch, he's gained 352K followers. That's 14% of his Twitch followers have been gained in the last year. And Instagram, he's gained 419K. He is up 42%. So since the content nuke, I'm sorry, I think this is since the content nuke, these numbers are, right? So the whole thing, how is this possible? I thought Ethan Klein nuked Hassan. Did the nuke somehow instead fill Hassan with radiation that powered him further? Yeah. The nuke seems to have backfired. The nuke seems to have blown up on Ethan's face. So, you know, the whole point of that nuke was to like contain Hassan, to put a stink on Hassan, to at the very least like limit Hassan's growth. It has not been successful at that, and you know, obviously he hasn't been able to keep Hassan off of mainstream platforms. Nobody really notices the noise that he's making because he's always crying wolf. So there you go. That's the result of the content nuke. I meant to show you this the other day, but I guess this is we never got to cover the Unfuck America tour. That's another that will have to be another day. Oh yeah, I want you to see this.
Ethan's suing me. Ethan's stalking me. Ethan's all this. Yup, I'm doing all that. I'll see you soon.
That's scary.
I was joking. I hope those 3 copyright lawsuits put that thought to rest, because every one of you motherfuckers that I said I'm coming for, enjoy the last moments of peace you have out there to the, I'm going to say it. Noah Sampson, I didn't forget about you, scumbag. Daddy's watching and taking notes. And also, there's someone else special out there that thinks that they're safe and sound. Bad empanada, you're not. I promise you I'd find you. And, a promise is a promise.
Do you remember when Ethan found that video of Bad Empanada that he put up on like Instagram or something? And Bad Empanada was acting like off kind of on purpose, right? But he's like, look at this guy. This guy's scary. Oh, you know, like Bad Empanada was hamming it up in that video, right? And he was like, that guy's scary. This is like legitimately scary. Like this, yeah, jump scare for real. That laughter in the background, yeah, nervous laughter in the background. What is this? How bad is it for them if their subs are stable? When you say subs, Benjamin, I'm guessing you mean members, right? Yeah, it's a little confusing because on Twitch, subs mean like you know, somebody that's a paying member that's supporting the stream financially. And followers mean that, you know, people that are just like watching the stream or that are part of the community, right? And on YouTube, subs is the you know, it means, you know, if you sub to a channel, it means you're following that channel. And member is the thing that makes you but is that what you're saying, that Dan said that at some point the numbers are bad but the members apparently are okay? Yeah, I mean, that's possible. That's possible, but I mean, still, look, the members are sorry, subs on YouTube are the pool out of which a content creator draws members. So the members drying up, yeah, it's essentially what he's done. What Ethan has done is similar to what Keffels did. Do you remember Keffels? There was a lot of crash out with Keffels too. There was a lot of Keffels attacking people in her own community. And, you know, the news on Keffels was just like not good day in, day out. You know, there's a lot of scandals, right? But the effect of that was that, yes, some people did unsubscribe from Keffels. Her overall viewership numbers went way down. But as far as like, you know, paying members, that might have even gone up because she was able to do the same thing that Vosh does, the same thing that, honestly, kind of the same thing that Trump does. She's able to make the community feel like it's under attack from the outside, and that like donating to Keffels is like a, you know, you need to, this is the only way that you're going to own the haters, right? So that, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a technique, and cults are like this too, right? That they use the, you know, cults do fucked up things to people, you know, mistreat people. People come out and give their story, say, you know, hey, I joined Scientology and this and this happened to me, right? It was really bad, right? And then the Scientology, like, you know, head honchos will turn around and use that to say, oh yeah, these are suppressive people. They're attacking our community. We're on a 3,000-year mission to defeat Xenu, and these people are, you know, Xenu sent the suppressive people to destroy us. So, you know, you're not going to let them do that, right? Donate more to Scientology, right? It's a tried and true. The edit is really wild. Yeah, the edit adds to it for sure and zooms in a lot of real places, but yeah, he does look really unwell even without the edit. I remember seeing this. That's a nice freeze frame. It does look like he's going to go down on the mic there, doesn't it? BE is not in the US clown. Good luck with that. Well, he's saying that he thinks he thinks it doesn't matter or something, or he can bait BE into returning to Australia or something like that. I don't, or what is it? Oh yeah, he said he was gonna get him. So he said that there's like laws against anti-Semitism in Argentina, and so that he's gonna, I don't know, try to get the government to go after him for that. I mean, look, that'd be great if he was doing actual anti-Semitism. If Bad Empanada was doing the 1488 shit or something like that, but no, you're just conflating. You're just doing what you always do, Ethan. Conflating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism. Okay, so yeah, I did understand you. Yeah, I was just making sure. But yeah, that's Is there more of this?
Hiring a private investigator, a local private investigator to find out.
What?
A promise is a promise. Hiring a private investigator, a local private investigator to find out where he is, reaching out to advocacy groups and such like that. I think you can go to jail for being like anti-Semitic in Argentina. My point is, there's no problem. There's certain lines you cross, and you cross it with the wrong people, and that's what you did. Just wait. Just wait.
It's a very controlling personality that he's showing.